Hey everyone, it's Jen with the Iridescent Dragonflies, and I know a bunch of you had a lot of exciting thoughts about the video on getting up before 6 a.m. And by exciting, I mean a little bit of hesitation maybe. And then some of you guys were asking questions about, does it really make that much of a difference? And the answer, of course, is yes. But I wanted to follow that video up with a video on how to actually get to bed on time so that getting up at 6 o'clock or just before 6 o'clock in the morning is an actual possibility. Because truth of the matter is, if we wait until midnight to go to bed or later and then try to get up at 6 o'clock or earlier, long term, that's just not sustainable. We're not going to be able to do it. So, a few thoughts on how to get yourself to bed in time to get up at 6 or just before 6. And one of the things to look at is how much sleep does your body need? And I know you guys have heard me talk about sleep before and the importance of sleep. Ariana Huffington's recent book, The Sleep Revolution, has all tons of great scientific data on how much sleep we do need. For most of us, it's going to be 7 to 9 hours. So if we go with the shorter version of that, and we're getting up at 5:55, which is just before 6, then that means we need to get in bed at 10:55 or just before 11. I don't know how you feel about sleep. I know I need a little bit more than that, so I usually shoot for 9:55. And the first few nights I tried to do that, I have to tell you guys, it was not easy. I like to stay up later and I like to sleep later. So this whole shift has been quite a progression, and I've tried it 2 or 3 times over the years and then fallen back and come back to it again and fallen off. And I believe that now is the one. I've been doing it for several weeks now and feel really good about it. But it does require that forethought the night before and on a regular basis. So some things that I like to do to help create the atmosphere to get to bed on time are a few different things. The first thing I have set in place is I have, through the clock app on my phone, there's a way to set it so that it shows how many hours of sleep you're getting. And when you say, I want 7 hours of sleep, or I want 8 hours of sleep, or however many you want, you just adjust shows a clock, and you just adjust that little circular bar so that it shows how many hours you want. And then it will show you, if your intention is to get up at 5:55 and you want 8 hours of sleep, it shows at 9:55 a little alarm that will go off and say it's time to go to bed. And then I set mine up to play another alarm an hour before that. So at 8:55, my phone plays the little lullaby, little chime, and it says to me, time to go to bed in 1 hour. So then it sets my mind up for, oh, okay, an hour from now, it's my intention to be in bed ready to go to sleep. So it's time for me to start winding down whatever I'm doing, start getting things together that I need to accomplish before I get into bed, and to start making my way through that evening routine. And that one thing has really changed a lot for me, because I would put it off and put it off and put it off until, oh, I want to be in bed at 10. And so I would start thinking about what that meant at 9:50. Well, 10 minutes is not enough time to take evening vitamins, to brush your teeth and wash your face, to do a meditation, to do any other personal practices. I'll talk about a couple of the ones I enjoy here in a minute. You can't squeeze all of that into 10 minutes. It takes a longer amount of time. So at that 1 hour alarm prior to my bedtime, I like to start beginning the process mentally of what do I need to do now to get into bed. And then I start working through my practices. As I mentioned, brushing teeth, washing my face, obviously changing into PJs, that sort of thing, all has to be done. And in addition to that, there are some other practices that I really like. And one of them is sometimes I like to light a candle. So I'll just have a candle beside the bed. I'll light that. I really like to do that on nights when maybe it's been a really long day, or I've had a long, hard run of work or something. I've been traveling. The candle is something very soothing to me. And so I'll light a candle sometimes. Another thing I like to do is I have another app on my phone that plays just gentle music. You could use something from iTunes or from Pandora or Amazon Music, or you can use an app that's intended to be soothing sounds for meditation and relaxation. Doesn't matter what it is, but if you find music to be soothing, and most of us do, find something that helps you get into that calm and relaxing state. And then another thing I really enjoy is essential oils. And I have this one that I recently got at a conference, and you'll notice it has some flowers in it. It's especially pretty, and it has a very soothing scent in it. And I like to use that. I'll put a little bit, just right here at the base of my neck. I'll put some on my wrists, and then I can smell it. I enjoy that aroma. It helps me to relax. And then the other thing that I like to do every single night as I'm getting ready for bed is to do a foot massage. And I use just a little bit of sesame oil. Sometimes I'll put some essential oil in with that too, and I'll rub it in my hands. Then I'll rub it on my feet, and I'll spend a few minutes on each foot giving myself that foot massage. And all of those things together help prepare me then for the final thing I like to do before I go to sleep, which is to do a meditation. Oftentimes I will choose a guided one, and I'll push play and listen to it through my headphones and help that put me in that place that bridges between the day and the nighttime. And I really enjoy that. Other times I will just play the relaxing music and do a meditation that's not focused on anything in particular, but simply allowing the day's concerns to leave my mind. And then the third type I like to do is with a mala, and that's the string of 108 beads where you repeat an intention or an affirmation every time you touch the next bead. And those are all really great ways to build that mental bridge through meditation from the daytime to the evening time. So I hope you guys will take a look at one of these practices. Figure out something you can do to help yourself get ready for that great night's sleep so that you can get up just before 6 o'clock in the morning. And I'd love to hear from you. Does one of these appeal to you? Maybe the bedtime alarm, or the foot massage, or the essential oils, or the meditation practice, or maybe something else that really speaks to you. Leave it in the comments below. I can't wait to hear what you guys are working on to help yourself get to bed and rest well so that you can get up early tomorrow morning. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye for now.